Shady, let's talk for a second about Andy Reid, because what he did is magic as well on the football field.
You see that, though?
I know,
yeah.
I know you know magic, Shady. But Andy Reid, 3 Super Bowls, 4 appearances with the Chiefs. Is he officially the GOAT?
Now y'all can see it? I've been telling you this. This is who Andy Reid is.
Y'all can see it.
Andy Reid's the best coach of all time. I'm going to say it right now. First of all, like, if you're just watching, just coaching, let's just take Patrick Mahomes out of the equation. No matter what team you put him at, Patrick Mahomes said this on his interview. He was like, wherever he goes, he's going to win. He's going to bring winning to this franchise, to this culture. That's what he does. That's who he is. And then we talk about all these other great coaches, these other great quarterbacks. We can see the development he's done with Patrick Mahomes. We can see this to play calling. Some of them plays he's calling when they need it most, right? That had nothing to do with no Patrick Mahomes, right? When McCoy Harbor made that touchdown, that had nothing to do with Patrick Mahomes. That's nothing to do with him. That's play calling. If you watch how the game got tighter, I'll give you a better example. Kyle Shanahan, when Jennings threw the pass to McCaffrey to score a touchdown, that was a good coaching moment, right? Everybody has that magic trick. Shout out to my boy over there. And it worked. But how many of them do you have? Because once you shoot it, that's it.
Yeah.
You got any other bullets? Andy Reid, when the game got tight and the moment got bigger, he kept hitting you with another shot, and they all kept hitting. Down on the goal line, he threw it to Kelsey, right? That play was phenomenal. The fake, misdirection, fake to the flat, screen to Travis Kelsey, boom. Then the same play, it worked last year, twice, in the championship game against the Eagles. He did the same thing. It's called corn dog.
Corn dog with a little ketchup and mustard.
I think it was 3rd and short. Mahomes scrambled for 22 yards. That's play calling, right? Misdirection with the running back. You send Travis Kelsey to the flat. Is it a pass? 3rd and short, if you see a pass, everybody in mama's going to be running to Travis Kelsey if he's open. What's Mahomes do? Runs there for 22 yards. So when you ask me who the greatest coach of all time, it has to be Andy Reid, because you see it over and over again, no matter where he's at, no matter what team he's on, they're going to be winning, they're going to look good. You give him a great quarterback like Patrick Mahomes, now he's winning championships after championship after championship. This is the worst we may see the Chiefs look.
Yeah.
The next 4 years, they're going to at least, in the next 4 years, they're going to at least get 2 more. Y'all tell me.
I love it. I love it. Shady, I'm agree with you. And now I agreed with you before this, but I think Andy Reid at least proved right now to everybody watching greatest coach of all time. And at least if you're a young cat, you can say greatest coach of the modern generation. Because when you look at Andy Reid, last year he won the Super Bowl on the backs of Kadarius Toney and Sky Moore. Kadarius Toney wasn't even active for the game, and Sky Moore made no significant impact if he was active at all. This year, you win the Super Bowl on the back of McCoy Hardman, a player who was traded away. You drafted him, traded him away because you didn't really find significant use for him, and then you call his number and you call his shot to win the game. Yeah. I mean, like, if Andy Reid can win the Super Bowl last year with the Kadarius Toney, who we traded for in the middle of the season, and then this year with the McCoy Hardman, who we traded back for in the middle of the season, who can't he win the Super Bowl with? Yeah. When you go into next season, I'm sitting here thinking, it don't matter if they start the season with the guys, because he's won the Super Bowl with players that didn't even start the season with that team 2 years in a row. What else you want out of life? What else can he prove? What else can he show? And he's doing it with the same play. But what I love is he didn't show the Niners to play early. Because if you show them corn dog early, they're smart enough to stop it at the end of the game. He didn't show it to him early. He saved it for a must-have, gotta-have-it situation. The other thing I love, Shady, you talked about it, 4th and 1. Gotta have it. What you gonna call? And you call the RPO option, run-pass option, where Mahomes, he can keep it, he can dish it. Brilliant, 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 brilliant by Andy Reid. I do believe he did prove to those that were questioning, he proved his status.
I don't think there is one greatest coach of all time. I think it's a room, and he is now in a rare air of the greatest coaches of all time. I don't think when it comes to coaching, it is as simple, as polar as this one is the greatest and this one is not. Because coaching has too much nuance to it for me. So maybe I'm on an island with that. I definitely think Andy Reid solidified the dynasty that he is currently coaching. And that game yesterday was a masterclass. I mean, there's levels. We call Kyle Shanahan a genius a lot. We like using that word, offensive genius, offensive genius. And then when we say that Andy Reid is great. Andy Reid is the offensive genius, no disrespect. But all those play calls you just mentioned, being a coach is more than just being a leader and giving rah-rah speeches. Like, that's great and that's cute. But at the professional level, you got to put your players in a position to win. You got to develop players. And then when you have players that are developed, know what works for them. Know how to take this great, super all-time great player in Patrick Mahomes and put him with a player that most people don't even know his name and make that magic happen. Oh. That's what Andy Reid does. He is definitely in the rare air of the greatest coaches of all time. He's put himself in that conversation unequivocally. And I'm happy that the game went the way that it did because we can see how brilliant Andy Reid is. Yes, he's a lovable guy. We all love Andy Reid. He's a great person, a great personality, a great coach. He's great with people, but he's also great at the game of football. It is so, I don't even want to say it's easy for him. It's just brilliant. He's like an artist. And that was really special to watch. So I don't want to diminish anything that they accomplished by starting to compare him to other greats. He's in that room with the greatest of all time. And that is, it's a very, very small room. But this third one has put him up there, and it was brilliant to watch.
Yeah, we talked about it last week, what the third ring would mean for Andy Reid, and I think Joy is exactly right. He's in that room with the greatest coaches of all time. If you say it's Bill Belichick and somebody say Andy Reid, you're going, I understand. I hear your argument now. You know, I think he's put himself in that room. And watching that game yesterday, I was sitting over there like, he's clearly out coaching.
Easy, too, right?
Kyle Shanahan, on the offensive side of the football.
Like,
what I mean by that is, early in the football game, they were trying to do what got them there, right? Quick passes, right? Get the ball out of your hand. Let's run the football. They're trying to do. Andy Reid said over there, it got to that end of the second quarter when he threw that bomb to Mecole Hardman. He said, it's ball in your hand, Patty. Yep. And it turned into really the old Chiefs offense. You see these overs with the post corners. Yep. You seen that like, okay, this little quick stuff ain't working. We about to go back to what and he started calling the game like that. It was absolutely special to watch. And yes, we know he has a great quarterback. If you do not have a great quarterback, you're not going to win championships, period. Not consistently like they are winning, right? He's a dynasty right now because the combination between him and Patrick Mahomes is absolutely special. And it was fun to watch, and he's definitely in that conversation now as the greatest coach of all time.
And even like the adjustments. That's why Andy Reid's so different for me because I witnessed this in person. The first half, it was sacks, it was pressures, right? Chase Young ain't been doing nothing all postseason. The Chiefs' first sack was for him. Yeah. Okay, damn, they're gonna have trouble on both sides. And the other side, what did Andy Reid do? Second half, all type adjustments, different formations, line the tight end even closer. So many chip blocks, right? Everything you would think of the way to make adjustments, he did that. And then as the game got tougher, it's like he got more brilliant. The play call he was doing. Yeah. And I just think that's why like, it's hard for me to even, when I compare Belichick to Andy Reid, it's really no comparison to me because you never going to fix your lips and say that Tom Brady or Patrick Mahomes carry Andy Reid. Because when you watching the game, you're going to see great plays from Patrick Mahomes. Like, yo, you see this pass, you see this run. He didn't waste no time. He scrambled. You could see the fight in him. It was a third down where Patrick Mahomes, he didn't throw it, he ran it. And then it was like 3rd and 3, he put his shoulder down. Yeah. They should have had him, and he ran over a cornerback. Well, most quarterbacks is going to slide or try to throw the ball. No, so you see the great plays from Patrick Mahomes. There's another part of the coaching. You see the great play calling from Andy Reid. So it's really a team effort. We can't say the same for Bill and Tom. Well, you see what I'm saying? As much as you see the great plays from Pat, you will see the great coaching from Andy Reid, and that's why they are a great duo together.
Yeah, but it's different for Brady and Belichick because Belichick was a mastermind on the defensive side of the ball. We're seeing it firsthand, like these two dudes are truly working together. Like, I'm sitting there watching the game, and I'm like, Andy Reid and Patrick Mahomes really has Mecole Hardman playing better than All-Pro Ayuk. Yes, he did.
Y'all talking crazy now.
So he didn't play. Ayuk had 3 catches in the game.
James is talking crazy. You're right. That's on me.
Ayuk had 3 catches in the game for 40-some yards. This man had almost 80 yards and a touchdown. And we're talking Mecole Hardman and an All-Pro.
I think
it was close.
Sneed's a good player.
Okay, that's fine.
Yeah, I think Sneed's a good player.
But let's say it's close. That's an offensive guru over there in Kyle Shanahan. So let's say Mecole and an All-Pro is close, the way the game they played, right? And then what Debo do? MVS played better.
But I didn't want to derail the segment. That's why when y'all said Andy Reid severely outcoached Kyle Shanahan, I just bowed out because I'm like, Kyle Shanahan was dialing. Let's not act like the game didn't go into overtime.
No, it was a great battle.
Like Kyle Shanahan dialed
there was a gap. Like
I didn't see the gap. I will trust that y'all saw.
Well, the winners write the story.
Correct. They don't write my story, but they do write the story. I saw the.
So how was the game won then?
I believe the game was run because Patrick Mahomes went 8 for 8 on the last drive. And of their 75 yards, he had 69
So are
of
you
them.
blaming them on the defense?
So what about the first 3 quarters, right, where Patrick Mahomes was getting sacked, punting the ball, a fumble in their own red zone, right?
Interception.
What about the interception? And a turnover don't matter as football unless you get points off the turnover.
Right.
So what happened then? Because I was saying, if you didn't watch this game, I'm sorry. If you watch this game, you put the volumes down, right? You can't hear nothing. You can't hear, see no score. And you watch the first half of that game, you thought the Niners were up by at least 17 some points.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
Yep.
So in the second half, you got to make adjustments. And the last thing I want to say about the coaching, right? Because I do agree with James as far as Andy Reid, our coach, Kyle Shanahan. For example, as the game went on, you seen the difference. Okay, so when the game first came on, you see the talent level was way different. I don't know if y'all seen that. I'm like, damn, yo. The Niners look way more talented than the Chiefs. Control the line of scrimmage and et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. But as the game went on, you see one team calm, cool, collected. Other team pressing. And then my thing with Kyle Shanahan I didn't like is like, yo, when you got all these better players, right? And all the schemes you doing ain't working and all that, right? The little misdirections and you trying to the jet sweeps and all that.
Yep.
When that's not working, you need your best players to play better than their best players. We didn't see that. That's the first time I've seen the Niners offense like, yo, they need some real route runners. I watched McDuffie was in Debo's pocket.
But we knew.
Hold on. But I'm saying, when you're such a great coach, offensively a genius that we say Kyle Shanahan is, when all that stuff ain't working, all that matter stuff ain't working, we need you to play football, they couldn't do it. Before Kittle got hurt, why you want to get him involved? Who's guarding him? Right? Brandon Ayuk, he's been your all-pro all year. Okay, so what? Now you got a Pro Bowl wide receiver, a cornerback on. So what?
Yeah.
We need you to win these routes. You get what I'm saying? So if you're not putting this guy in position, how can he win?
Here's the only reason I disagree with being severely outcoached is they went blow for blow. After the Niners were up, I think it was 10-6. Then there was the punt. Boom. Okay. Chiefs, next play, 16-yard touchdown. Niners got the ball back. Now Niners are trailing. And we all like, whoa, they done lost momentum. Next drive, Niners go 12 plays, 75 yards, touchdown. Then the Chiefs say, are we good? Chiefs go back down, field goal. Next drive, Niners go back down, field goal. Next drive, Chiefs go back down, field goal. Next drive, Niners go down. So I can't like rewrite what I watched. Yeah. Like Kyle Shanahan didn't get severely outcoached. Yeah. Shout out to the 4th and 1 RPO QB keeps. You got a quarterback that can lead your team in passing and lead your team in rushing. The Niners do not have that quarterback. But I can't watch the game. Watch the Niners go blow for blow. Kyle Shanahan, 4th and 3. You just talked about it 30 minutes ago. 12 minutes, 42 seconds left in the fourth quarter. You're down by 3. Shanahan goes for it. Yeah. I was like, yo, that's risky. You go for it. You get it. Your field goal kicker gets the kick blocked. You kick another 53 for him. He gets it. Kick a 55. He gets it. So I can't say he got out coached. The punt goes off a dude's heel, and that's how the Chiefs got their first and only touchdown in regulation. We don't. Again, Andy Reid is the greatest coach of all time, but he had 4 field goals and a touchdown off of a dude's heel in regulation. I can't say he got severely out coached.
Clutch moments and coming back down from 10 to being 10 down to win that game in overtime. I think there was a gap. Maybe severe is an uncomfortable word, but there was a gap in coaching. There was a gap in preparation, clearly. His own players said they were not prepared. You have to be prepared for every scenario. This is the biggest game of your life. This is the biggest game of the year. This is the biggest game in American sports. You don't know the rules? Yeah. You don't know the rules?
That's wild.
Like, there's levels to coaching. It's not just the play calling. I understand the Chiefs have a lot of experience, but so do the Niners. So does Kyle Shanahan. It's not, and you didn't win the game.
Correct. That's why I won't say, I won't.
And you only going, but it's nothing, you going to like late in the game. So what about when you was dominating, when they were dominating, though, when we thought they were dominating?
Okay,
I'm not saying.
Okay, my first thought is this, like, I'll give credit, Andy credit for coming back down 10, but I won't be blind to giving Kyle credit for going up 10. High red zone.
They should have been up more than 10 points.
Sure, but high red zone. You got to run a trick play. You know you got to execute it. You execute it. You go down the field, I think it was on the first possession. Christian McCaffrey fumbles. I can't blame Shanahan for that. Second possession, you go down the field again. Trent Williams false start. Next play, Trent Williams holding. 2nd and 27. I can't blame Shanahan for that. So as I'm sitting here watching the game, I'm like, yo, Shanahan, you took a 10-point lead. Andy, you came back from a 10-point lead. It's the wash.
Yeah, but let's take all that out of it because the Chiefs turned it over twice, Niners turned it over twice. Chiefs had penalties, Niners had penalties. So let's take all that out of there. When the Chiefs were up in the game, I mean, when the Niners were up in the game, 10-3, then 10-6, the Niners had 3 straight possessions. 3 and out, 3 and out,
Yep.
3 and out.
Yep.
The best player, offensive player of the year, touched the ball 1 time out of those 3 and out, 3 and out, 3 and out. He touched it 1 time. Your all-pro tight end had 4 yards. Your all-pro receiver had 50 yards. I don't know the exact number, but he was around 50. Like, you're supposed to be an all-pro play caller if we're just talking about offense. And it wasn't even plays to where we like, that is a good play call. He's wide open. Or that's a good play call. That's a great. There's no play calls like that. And if it is, it's 1 or 2. We sitting over here talking about Andy Reid got 3 or 4 or 5, 6 of them things. Even though it's Patrick Mahomes, the way he was dialing it up, for you to have all that talent, there's no citing of your all-pro tight end? Like, you mean to tell me all that red stuff and all that on the play call sheet ain't got nothing to do with Kittle?
Who would you rather get the ball? Kittle or McCaffrey? Because McCaffrey had 30 touches. He had 22 rushing. He had 8 on through the air.
Yeah,
so it's kind of like.
But when though?
What
right?
you mean?
When is he getting these touches? Because it was a point in time where he wasn't touching the ball at all. And I'm thinking like, well,
he wasn't.
And I don't have no problem with it because you got so many great players. Cool. But who else is getting the ball? Because my thing is the Chiefs' offense, they're not a good offense. It took them that long to get going. Another thing with the Chiefs' offense, they've been like this all year. Stall, not working. Okay, boom, did we hit it? My thing with the Niners is like that roster is so strong, bro. There's no reason when you tell me y'all can only put up 19 points.
Subscribe here to get the latest from Speak and go watch a few segments from our other shows on FS1.